Morning. As she said, my name is Jason French. We're from the French Family Foundation. First of all, I'd like to thank Luminary Tax Advisors and First National Bank of Mount Dora for sponsoring us to be here today, especially Jim and Adam. And I'd like to take a few minutes just to talk a little bit about us. First of all, my wife Kelly and I have been married for 25 years. We have 3 beautiful children. My oldest Addison is 12, my son Grayson is 11, and my youngest son AJ he'll turn 8 here in just a few weeks. In 2013, when my son Grayson was born, he was diagnosed with Down syndrome. Initially, that was a great shock to us. We were worried, we didn't know what to do, but we worked through all those problems, through all those troubles, all those appointments, and now, 11 years later, we couldn't imagine a life without him. He brings such joy and happiness to our lives. In 2018, my wife was on Facebook and she saw a post about a little boy in Miami who had Down syndrome, who was in a group home, who was in need of adoption. He didn't have a family. We talked about it and we did some research. We realized that there were a lot of kids out there with special needs that were in need of adoption. So we went through the process of becoming licensed to adopt in the state of Florida. And in 2020, we adopted my youngest son, AJ, at 3 years of age. AJ has autism, ADHD, and apraxia. For those of you that don't know, apraxia just means that there's a disconnect between his brain and his mouth. He understands what we're saying, but he himself can't speak. Also in 2020, a friend of ours who has a daughter who's confined to a wheelchair had been battling with her insurance company for 2 years over a communication device for her daughter. Ultimately, the insurance company said they would not cover that need. It was $5,000. So she resorted to starting a GoFundMe page in order to raise the funds in order to buy this communication device. My wife told me about this and showed me the GoFundMe page, and she said, wouldn't it be great if we could just buy the stupid communication device for her? And with that statement, the French Family Foundation was born. The French Family Foundation seeks to support individuals with disabilities, their families, and families seeking to adopt children with disabilities. We raise money in several different ways. We sell these really cool t-shirts online. In November, we'll host our 2nd annual 5K, hopefully right here in the Independence area. In 2025, we are looking to do our inaugural pickleball tournament. But right now, I want to talk to you about something else. What we would really like to do is open up a coffee shop right here in the Winter Garden Independence area. A coffee shop that only employs people with intellectual disabilities. You all saw these, the pamphlets we have back there. There's a franchise out there called Biddy and Bowes that does just that. There's, I believe, 16 locations across the United States, the closest one being in Jacksonville. Our goal is to start with 1, but ultimately open up as many as 3 of those coffee shops here across Central Florida. The franchise fee in order to open that coffee shop is $200,000. So we are starting a capital campaign. We are asking for 200 individuals or businesses to pledge $100 every quarter for the next 2.5 years for us to raise the $200,000 needed to open that coffee shop here. That coffee shop would give those people within our community that have disabilities a sense of purpose. It would give them a job with a fair wage and give them the opportunity to be part of our community. My wife loves to collect broken sand dollars. She takes long walks on the beach and she comes home with pocketfuls of these broken sand dollars. Why, you may ask, does she pick up broken sand dollars? Because she sees the beauty. She knows that God has a purpose for everything and everyone on this earth. The French Family Foundation seeks to show these people that they have beauty and they have purpose. We want to pick up what other people have stepped over. We want to help them. So thank you very much for having me here today. We will be around if anybody has questions. We have lots of information. We have fans, we have bracelets, we have pens, we have stickers. We'd love to talk to you, but thank you very much for having us today.
Thank you so much. Okay, everybody, we get to go around and everyone gets to introduce themselves. You can say your name, the name of your company, and what you guys do.